Hello folks, Derange here again. And this time, I'm not really Derange, you see. I've been meditating, of course, as you can probably tell by my getup. I'm getting into the spiritual nature now. I've been on all sorts of different types of journeys and trips and hallucinogens, and been pretty much just trying to get rid of myself as it is. The whole ego thing, or whatever that guy Derange used to be. I'm not really a person anymore. And what does it really matter? Because they took my doctorate away anyways, or that guy's doctorate, Derange's doctorate, who I'm not him anymore. I'm more in touch with sort of the whole sort of outside world, outside of who not me, but who the guy that I once was, used to be, and sort of can't really be anymore, so what's the point? Anyways, this is what I've been up to. Just sort of really getting sort of that meditative mind going deep into sort of, I can see a light ahead in the darkness. Anyways, what's the use anyways? Get rid of the ego. Get rid of it. Get rid of it all. I mean, just, all the old person that I used to be, that guy really needs is not much more than just nature around myself, or his self or whatever. So, anyways, that's where we're at, and I guess I'll have to use this body that I'm stuck in to get back to the sitting here thing. I'm learning a lot from this, really learning. I'm not learning it. I guess the body is getting used to getting in touch more with a different form of nature than it used to. In fact, it's amazing. It truly is amazing. I mean, it's not even like I even care about my doctorate anymore. I don't even really need it. What would I need it for? I mean, just to go on adventures and prove my self-worth. That's no longer necessary with this sort of way of thinking, you understand? And that's what I've grown accustomed to and enjoying a lot lately. Mm-hmm. If I were to, perhaps receive a phone call, I'm supposed to get a phone call pretty soon from my lawyer on my case, and if if things turn out the old guy's way, the old Derange's way, then we'll be in court and we'll be getting his doctorate back. It's supposed to come up pretty soon, actually, and so, in the next couple of days I have to shed this sort of skin and get back into the civilization skin, I guess. The wind gusts and all, put it behind me and put on sort of, I guess, regular people clothing and go into court and hope that hopefully things turn out my way. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. A little nervous, a little concerned. Supposedly it's looking good. Anyways, back to my meditation. I really need to continue this. Perhaps charade, I don't know. Shaking off this sort of meditative state, sort of getting in touch with the universe and the gods, the science gods and whatever. It won't be easy for me, you see, heading back into this civilization with these Homo sapiens. They haven't always been the kindest to my scientific revolutions, but as all the great men in history have done, they charge back when most needed to collect awards and things like that. I had a feeling this time I'd be walking upon some muddy terrain. Some might say Derange is back in action again, but let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. Perhaps an adventure awaits when I get my doctorate. It'll be nice to sort of see the frowning faces of those who tried to take me down, and I will of course be humble about my bragging, and that sort of thing. But to be a doctor again, you see? I've said it before, my life's work is important to me. If people can't recognize the greatness in all the scientific, philosophical, mathematical, intuitive, spiritual, witchcraft sort of discoveries that I've made, then, well, they'll learn in due time, I guess is the only thing really to say to that. They'll learn in due time. I mean, is this really the grand return of the world's greatest adventurer back into the woods and into the jungles and around the cannibals, and perhaps drumming up some sort of brilliant genius way to go up against the villains of the world? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't quite come to the conclusion on that one yet. I suppose if I were to get my doctorate back, and going out on some amazing sort of like excursion adventure type of thing, it wouldn't be unlike the Beatles getting back together or something like that. So I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. I'm barely even allowing myself to think on the thought of perhaps getting my doctorate back. It would take heaven and earth to move these people's these heaven and hell in all the places. They'd all have to move for these people to figure out their own selves. I must put away this spiritual get-up that I was perhaps born in. Not so unlike Superman when he has to don the clothing of regular people and become Clark Kent, is to enter back into society. Puts away such silly things and puts on their little avatar camouflage as to mingle with other human beings. if I am to get my doctorate back, not that I really care that much about it, but if I am to get it back, it will all be worth it. I suppose danger awaits. But if you're going to get yourself involved with sort of the world of nature, you have to be prepared for all sorts of lightning strikes or thunder, or perhaps there could be a mudslide or a hurricane or a tornado or a cyclone, or an asteroid could collide, or some strange sort of mutated cellular object in the body could disease the entire world. So one must be prepared for what comes with nature, is sort of the lesson to be learned here. And if I am going to get back into this thing, which of course I am going to show up to my court appointment and show, that I'm an honorable man. I play by particular rules sometimes, if needed be, if they need me to play within boundaries. I'm not, you folks know me, I'm not one for boundaries. Now, the wilderness and sort of the wild and the edge of things is sort of, I think, where I fit into this place. But to do that, first I have to go through this whole process of getting my ridiculous doctorate back. And, feeling pretty good about it right now. Starting to feel better about it. Now, seriously, you tell those bastards this, okay? You tell them you're messing with DERANGE, and he will take things to the absolute limit. I know that we're running out of funds, you understand, but the point of the matter is this: they will come to terms once we show them that we're bringing all sorts of arms to the race, you understand, and that we're willing to take the thing all the hilt. All right, yes. Well, bring everything you've got, for crying out loud, and put on a piece of your American cologne, for crying out loud, so that we can stand strong in the courtrooms. Because if I walk out of there without our demands, then surely it will be just, we'll have to continue the thing on, and so let's try and settle it tomorrow, All right. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.